Alright, court case time.
Let's go.
December 29, 9:43 a.m. Here we are again. Good morning, Max. Sleep well last night? Max? Milk? What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you gotta do is sit down. I guess. Nick? Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you gotta make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. Do a little Jesus thing.
Do that, and then they'll see the crime scene photo.
No. Don't do that. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Well, oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really? No one needs to fly today. Nick? What's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously? Sounds pretty good for my image. Alright, here we go. We're gonna fly in. It's gonna be great.
Just get whipped out of the air. No fly.
What? You're on it. Get on with it. Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So... Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild's a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly.
You made it a ruling.
I wonder if that is to our advantage. Ms. Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? That spirit challenge trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge the legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me? Take backsies. She must still be real upset about that L last time. You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Miss... What?
Hope.
Hope? Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Well, me? Guilty? Ah! What? It will be my ultimate revenge. Let's not go bring her dad back. There. Opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Ms. Von Karma. Detective Dip Gumshoe, get up there! Now! Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
Damn.
Damn. No, don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. Alright, Detective. You may proceed with your testimony. The night of the crime, snow was falling till 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. Alright.
I'm dead. 10:15. Blood first trauma to the back of the head. The monkey dropped something heavy on him. There we go.
Remember that?
Case solved.
Remember that dumbbell? That monkey worked out a lot and he just whacked right in the back. And he did it while swinging by Tarzan style. That's why there's no footprints.
Yep.
Blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, let's see what we got. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. Okay. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routine. Yeah, sure about that. When you say all the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room, tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. The murder itself...
All the delicious coffee.
The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. 10:15 p.m. Yeah, okay. Matches up. Press anyways, though. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Alright, not a problem, pal. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. Oh, we never got the box, did we?
The box was gone.
I guess we should press for it to find out what happened to that box.
Yeah. Get it.
A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? That was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. It's maybe my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. I'm starting to think, okay, so you said that the box was heavy, right?
Yes.
Why isn't there any drag marks for the box, you know?
He's strong and can carry it. He has a lot of talents.
Oh, he does have a lot of talent. Damn it, you're right. He has a lot of John talents. Alright, I guess we can press for it. Oh, what should we... About the box, about the lock.
What was in it? About the contents.
Yeah, about the contents. Why was it so heavy, right? You mind telling me what was inside that box?
What's inside the box?
Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than a Fort Knox. So when we took it back to the station and cracked it open, all that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle inside that huge box? I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Okay. Cause of death was blunt force traumas that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. We don't have anything we can ask, but there's got no evidence to disprove it. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is something that perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since he didn't find it on the scene. No. I bet he disappeared with magic. There wasn't much that we can go after Gumshoe with this time. He gave us the facts as he saw them, but there's gotta be more to this. I didn't see anything. But that's why you're the lawyer and I'm the medium. I think we should press for the other questions for the box.
Yeah.
One box. Okay, so we asked about the content. I don't think there's any point about asking about the lock. Besides the fact that why was it locked, but I don't think they know the answer to that.
I mean, unless he was looking for the key.
Maybe. I mean, we can't. Yeah, fuck it, let's ask for it. You said the box was locked? How exactly was it locked? Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. So, when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yes, it was. Some of the forensics team took it back to their precinct to crack it open. See, continue, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, now let's ask for the last one. Why was it so heavy?
It'd be a heavy box.
This wooden box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing is lined with iron. Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined up with iron? I figured they just did it to make the box heavy. I think we could do without your guesses, Detective. Stick to what little you actually know. Sorry. Suffice it to say, the box is really heavy. Much better. You may continue on, Detective. Cause of death was blunt force trauma snapped a vertebrae neck. Okay. I'm starting to think that we do present the picture of like the lack of drag mark. Because they made a
Only
real...
one footsteps.
And that too, but we haven't talked about the footsteps yet, but we're talking about the box a lot, you know?
I mean, 20 pounds isn't something you're gonna drag around.
But they made a point to say that was really heavy. Victims hunch over this 20-pound box. They boast a small but strong lock. Okay, that's how I'm bent over, don't I? Cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. I guess we can press the first one. That's the only one we haven't pressed.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until a time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more than this. Oh, what's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. Guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean, all we're gonna get out is that little bottle of pepper? Yeah, kind of. Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Oh, I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy, you know. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Ms. Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. Oh, here we go. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name's Trilo'S. I'm employed as an operative tenor. Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That role must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a beautiful song with my voice. Me. The word of the law, dear and guilt or innocent, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? Had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Jane, that's you.
Oh, hello. You know better than to insult a judge.
Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you had the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face and the off chance swelling would help. You know your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! I didn't know who the witness is.
Also forgot to do the Morty voice. Okay. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this.
I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony. Ow! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now, let's proceed. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene, you're sure of that? Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown? That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean that the clown committed the crime? It's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why's that?
He's a witness.
Here's absolute proof. Silk hat? This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be on the scene. Well done, Ms. Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay. Guess she's the boss again today. Alright, let's see. Once practice is over, I left the tent with the clown. The clown? You talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of excuse and his makeup's running all over the place. Once practice is over, he was 9/10 of the way of keeling him over for good. Poor guy. He didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When he comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza entrance. Is this where the maps can come into play? Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How can you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little more effort to prepare your questions. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There's only one person heading that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something I missed in this? So they only
Ben
saw
only
him.
saw... I guess look at the map. So they went from...
They went from Mole's house to the entrance. Something feels a little weird, but I can't quite figure it out. Yeah. There's no proof that was Max. Ben only saw Max? I suppose... If the guy died, how come no one says they saw the guy going over there? Right? People,
Right.
A lot of people saying
yeah.
they saw Max.
The ringleader?
But, the ringleader.
Max going somewhere? Yeah, so he only saw Max?
Yeah, because everyone keeps saying they saw Max, right? But no one is saying anything about seeing the ringleader go over there.
With a big chest.
With a big chest. That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? Russell Berry.
Russell Berry.
That's the victim. That's correct. The Trilo'S was at the entrance to the plaza. He should have seen the ringmaster as well. Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime for the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness' testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now, let's move along with the testimony. And Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Oh, he totally does. Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. It's probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Once practice over, I left the town with the stooge. I mean clan, okay. Did Max came to a scene. Won't have that. And the police showed up and took the magic boy away. Also press this too. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? Shane?
10:15, right?
Yep.
Murder.
So you're lying, Shane.
Oh, wait. Oh. Gotta remember, Morty. I think it was around, I'd say, a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think.
Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time?
Yes, that sounds about right.
Wasn't awfully cold. I can't believe you just stand outside that weather.
Well, the truth is...
Whoa, you shut up, you big nose dude. Why are you telling me anything extra? Why can't you just believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you're waiting for someone.
Regina?
Oh, what? Who said we were waiting for someone? Mr. Phoenix, right. We can't all do without your offhanded theories. Oh. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on to something. Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night?
Regina.
Regina. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Wow, that exploded!
Well, bye, Trilo.
Bye, Trilo. You went outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true?
Well, you really can't ask me that question.
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Alright. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah! That makes perfect sense. What did you say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there's a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to say, ah! There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright, I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina. Pain! Oh, he said he said pain.
Pain!
Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quisp, tell us the truth this time. I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was. I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? That matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More pain!
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Don't be so surprised I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Ooh, I don't know about that. We'll come back to that. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I was able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Curious. You were going to propose? You? A puppet? Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't look. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I can't propose to her too. Exactly. Sauna's looking a little less than audible right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. What was with that sigh at the end? I think we know where we're going for this one. You may have something to give to her. Okay. What you have to give to her? What was it exactly that you had planned on giving her?
I'm not telling you.
You know exactly what I'm going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I can find that can match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Blush. Wow, these two need to fill out their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time.
Pain equals bad.
Equals bad. Push on it.
You gotta push through the pain.
It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to... I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring, I like to stick to fact, not sociology. You sure do enjoy swaying the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. Plan on giving her an engagement ring to Regina. An engagement ring? Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than a real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it. Just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. Kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. I think it's right here.
Wrong, because I have it.
Right here, right? Cheap ring.
You mean this?
What?
Yeah, it's like, you mean this?
Yeah, you mean this? This thing? Trilo, do you mind if I show you something?
What is it?
What are you talking about? Oh, looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? Ah, that's mine. Give it back, thief. Did you just testify about this very object? I believe you said. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? Ah! What is going on here? That's... Ben, fucking say something.
But don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo.
I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money? Like a bank vault? Ha, that filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Oh, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you?
Well, I suppose it was that time. You know, that night. The night of the crime.
What did you say? Details. I need more details.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Oh, jeez.
Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct?
Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been, taken around that time. Yeah, Yowza.
Ben, what's with you? Whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't made a thing, not I, Mr. Trilo'S. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, loafy old fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. But prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Ben doesn't exercise enough. There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that doorface in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. Ha! I told you so many times. You think you know my story's not changing. You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure you'll change some more. When there's one lie, there's usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah. Witnessing Max. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I can mistake someone with those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means that Money didn't show up until after he saw Max? That's right, Money ran out less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's say about...
I suppose 5 minutes, I think.
So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. If
he did say good evening to him, you know Max would have asked about a card, called him Sweetie, and signed a poster.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna object on. Max always responds with a card trick when you talk to him. Alright, I'll give you a wing that night for Regina. Okay. That doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. Okay. Showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. So good evening to him, but he didn't acknowledge my presence. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obviously that I say good night to someone at night. What? You got something to add, huh? Let me guess. That's not true. You say good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trillo.
Mr. Quiz, I would prefer you kept your ventriloquism act outside the courtroom. Impossible! Our performer lives and breathes this performance. You should know better. There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony.
I guess Trilo's greeting, because, you know, earlier he got hit in the head with a bottle.
Okay, he didn't have a bottle.
Didn't that Ben got hit in the head with a bottle earlier than that?
Yes, but what does that have to do with this?
Are you gonna say, hey, good evening, how are you doing?
Oh, yeah, because of the confrontation, yeah.
Yeah. You'd hate him.
Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers?
You hit everyone.
Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Ow! That hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trilo will ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. Guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume testimony. Is this, we have to show the bottle?
I think so,
Okay, there's no way I can mistake someone one of those ridiculous symbols. So, it's like good evening, but he even knocked my presents. Right here, right?
Yep. Slam that bottle into Ben again.
Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most.
No, Trillo wouldn't care about Ben getting hit in the head.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over their head. Ah! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defense murder charge first. The truth is, on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they could have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. Ah! Are you saying that this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell saying a lie, honestly. I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quiz. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify his testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? I don't think he saw anyone. Actually, he could have seen a different person, yeah.
Different person.
It is my belief that the witness didn't see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
Who would you say good evening to?
What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Loser.
Damn.
Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was when he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he puts it. What in the world? You... Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trilo saw that evening then?
The monkey.
The monkey. He's not even here as an option.
Russell. Well, he was in the other evidence.
Oh, yeah, right. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trio would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah, I suppose you got a point there. It was
Anyway.
It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Order! How do you respond to this? Well, wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness had clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols?
Anyone would know what they are.
Alright, this game. Oh, come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone, all together now. Ow! Yes, we know. The silk collar hat, cloak, the white roses. A silk hat and a cloak? Anyone could wear them. They even look good on me.
Except for the hat.
What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else, dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Miss Von Karma? Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, If that's the case, then it's impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes! I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh?
Mo way.
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess.
To be continued.
Continue.